Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at Games Workshop's premium swag boxes. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Warhammer Open Events 2025. What's inside the premium swag boxes? There are many reasons to attend the Warhammer Open events going on across the US this year. There's the opportunity to meet awesome new people from all over the world, days spent playing your favorite game in the spirit of friendly competition, hobby and shopping opportunities galore, and the chance to stay awake until 4 a.m. the night before, putting the finishing touches to the Land Raider. But there's another exciting reason everyone can get on board with: swag boxes. Every year we create a host of fantastic goodies for those bold enough to venture to the Warhammer Opens, and this year is no exception. There are 2 boxes available this season: a standard swag box full of amazing goodies, and a premium swag box that might make even Fulgrim himself blush. Let's take a look at what's inside. Alright, so first we have the standard swag box. It's a radical collection this year with full color poker chips featuring infernal symbols of the Chaos Gods. 4 sheets of Chaos themed stickers, including a pair of stickers stating your love for one of the 2 diametrically opposed heretics from the Age of Darkness. A Bellicor soft touch notebook, a metal World Eaters bookmark, and a Slaaneshi dice bag. You get 2 hefty metal Warhammer dice, perfect for rolling those really essential saving throws, or for throwing at your models when you fail a saving roll. If that's not enough stuff, you also get a $10 voucher for use at the event store. Oh, and there's a fancy pen. Everyone always needs a pen in a tournament. Alright, so pretty cool overall. Nothing like crazy or amazing here. I definitely like the notebook, as that's something that's always nice to have, and of course a pen, but not exactly like a massive selling point or something that you just must have here. And next we have the premium swag box. So this one definitely a little bit loaded down. It looks like all the stuff from the other swag box, but then some bonus stuff as well. Is that not enough Chaos themed stuff for you? We've got you. Even the box premium swag comes in the premium with extra gold foil detailing. Inside you'll find all the things from the standard box, as well as a premium kit with a magnetic lid that holds a bunch of useful gaming aids. These include a set of 6 objective mats featuring artwork of the Chaos Pantheon. Then there's a set of 3 wound tracker counters and a host of gameplay tokens for tracking states like Battle Shock, First Strike, Strike Last, and all the other stuff that can get forgotten about in the heat of battle. The tokens are also double-sided, and every item in both the premium and standard boxes has been carefully designed for fans of either the Mortal Realms or the 31st/41st millennia. The jewel in the blooded crown of the set is a hefty metal combat gauge featuring a brutal chain axe of Khorne, with 9-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, and 1-inch measurements marked out. On top of all that, you get a collectible Warhammer Open coin, both of this year's special events models, Skaven Clawlord, Ketek Throatbite, and Warhammer Age of Sigmars of First and Faithful for Warhammer 40,000. You still get the pen too. Pens are important things at events. So here we see the Warhammer Open 2025 new date added events calendar. We have the US Open in Dallas, Texas, the 22nd through the 25th of May. We have the Canadian Open, Edmonton, the 13th through the 15th of June. We have the US Open Tacoma, the 17th through the 20th of July. And then we have the World Championships of Warhammer, Atlanta, Georgia, the 6th through the 9th of November. These boxes will also be available at all 3 Warhammer Open events this year: Dallas, Edmonton, and Tacoma. And not to mention the Grand Narrative in Atlanta. The Dallas Open is the esports stadium, Arlington, Texas, and it's just a couple of weeks away. There's still a few tickets available. Act now before it's too late. Alright, so pretty cool overall. We've got these 4 various events to go. We've got one in the east, one in the west, and then one like central south, and then of course one up in Canada. The World Championships of Warhammer are by event only for like the main tournament, but they do have narrative events as well, so this is open for anyone to attend. It is going to be pricey. The tickets are definitely expensive for these events, and then not to mention travel if you're not nearby, but overall pretty cool. The events are very big, very well hosted by Games Workshop, very well run, and then of course the swag boxes are pretty cool. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. You're going to get like your typical swag bundle, and then of course you have the premium swag bundle as well. I gotta say this one's definitely got some nicer stuff in it. The combat gauge is a little more like useful for game terms, although most people already have a combat gauge, just maybe not one made out of metal this cool. The unique Warhammer Open coins are pretty cool, and definitely like collector's items for some. The wound markers are alright. I personally prefer like dice myself. Some of the random little tokens and stuff like that are neat. I think the notebook is nice, as that's something nice to have. And then unfortunately the objective markers are definitely a cool idea. But if these are similar to the objective markers that Games Workshop sold for Pariah Nexus for $40K, they're definitely not the quality of the objective markers that we've all come like used to buying. I personally like the nice quality neoprene ones. The ones that Games Workshop offered last time are like a really thin, like kind of rubberized coating. and then just overall like sort of a cardboard feel to them. So definitely lacking in quality compared to like basically every other objective marker out there. The actual box everything comes in is pretty cool, but typically what I found with the majority of these like swag bundles is, one, you're typically flying to these events, so you don't have a ton of room to like get this stuff back home, and two, the extra amount of money that's like tied to them, it's usually like 100, 150, or sometimes even more for like the swag bundles. And almost always you could just spend that money on the stuff you want and get way cooler, way higher quality, like way more unique stuff. Might not be like specifically Warhammer branded, or might not be as like exclusive. But realistically, nobody ever like looks at your like random swag or like token or objective markers and is like, oh man, you got so much massive clout because you made to this event. If anything, they're like, oh, that's cool, but I would rather have like themed stuff to my armies or like higher quality products than like some bragging rights for going to an event. So let me know if you have ever attended any of the Games Workshop official events in the past. Did you get the regular swag bundle? Did you get the premium swag bundle? Or have you been to like other events out there and had some particularly awesome like swag setups that you've gotten? I know some events that you go to, you pay a bunch of money, travel all over, and you get like some lackluster stuff or nothing at all. I've also been to some other events that were relatively like fair priced. I didn't spend a ton of money traveling to, and then the swag was absolutely amazing. So it's definitely like massively like swingy as to what you're going to get with swag. And the same thing could be said for the bundles. I've had like swag bundles in the past where you pay like $100 and then you get like $300 worth of like box sets, official swag, etc. And then I've seen some of the other like swag bundles or boxes that people have purchased, and it definitely just felt like they were dumping some overstock on people. Skaven tide. But that being said, pretty cool. Always nice to have like some unique, cool stuff. Always nice to have like a little token or memento from a tournament you went to, a good time you had. But realistically, for me, like the most valuable thing is the memories, the experience. And then, of course, if you can take home like a cool trophy or best in faction. So let me know what you think. Are you impressed by swag? Have you been let down by swag in the past? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And as of now, I'm not going to be attending any of these events. And I'm out of here.